The last one for the key of A major. We mentioned in the previous all the scales, the chords, and how they worked with each note of the scale. So we had the we had that, and then we had all the modes, the Aeolian, the Dorian, that followed each note: Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, and then back to Ionian. Now, what I want to do is I want to arpeggiate. Let's just kind of try to find arpeggios, okay, for each one of those chords. So we'll start with the 1 chord, which is our A major. So we have that arpeggio, we've seen it before. So I'm basically just adding that third, barring here, G string, B string, high E string. We kind of talked about sweeping, so it's just kind of sweeping that shape. Then we had this one, we had that shape, which we were sweeping this kind of pattern, right? Well, we can find another one. Let's find one, let's say right here. Okay, so we have basically, we're sweeping then our A major pattern, and we're adding that major third. Start on the second finger, and we have, so then I'm just using the second finger, third finger, right? Same notes as, same notes as, and up. So we found them there. Let's go to the next chord. So I have B minor, right? So we have it here. Have that position. Right? And then we have, let's just find it here. B note on the A string. So we're basically sweeping that pattern, the minor chord, but we're adding the minor third. Okay, let's go to the third note of the scale and arpeggiate that minor tonality. So we have that arpeggio. We have it actually, what are we at? C sharp, right? So we'll just go to C sharp here, right? And do a minor. Same as the pattern that we did for the B, right? It's kind of a reach there. A little weird on the acoustic for me anyway. And then same pattern, just moved up a whole step. And then we go up to the D. Now when we're doing, let's say, the D, we can do, right? Or we could do it here, right? And remember we did that one where we went, where we kind of used that, I want to say, a bar here, and then just kind of catch the octave under there, And then we got E. We did E7 in the chords, but we're just going to do an E major. So we're sweeping this pattern, just adding that major third for an E major arpeggio. You could do the E major arpeggio up here, up there, right? And then we go to F sharp, right? So we got F sharp here. F sharp is minor to match the F sharp minor chord. And you can even do, let's say, F sharp minor here too. Right here. Catching this F sharp up here on the 14th fret. A little weird on the acoustic again, at least for me anyway. Sweeping that, and then we have the G sharp minor 7 flat 5. We can have it here. So that's basically, and then we have that same pattern here. And we have it again here. And then your octave. So just to recap then, we had the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 octave, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 an octave, right? And then we had arpeggiating them. That kind of thing. And then, so all your scales and all your arpeggios would apply to each particular chord. Now, you can play around with arpeggios. You don't have to play them in sequence, you can mix them up. Pentatonic, right? Penta, like a pentagram, is 5 sides, right? So pentatonic is 5 notes. Instead of doing 7 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then your octave, we're just picking 5, okay? So let's just do like A major pentatonic. So I'm gonna finger it like this, 2, 4. Okay, so slowly I have. So I'm using the root, the second, right? The third, the fifth, skipping the fourth, right? The sixth, and the octave, right? So I have the B to the C sharp, and then I have the E to the F sharp, it's kind of Japanese kind of sound. So one more time, we got the A major chord, A major arpeggio. Hey, we got one here too. Perfect. Next one, B minor. We got the B minor arpeggio. Right? And we have the B here. We have C sharp minor. We have it here. And then we have it here. And then we have D major. We have it here. We have it here. Got it here. Something like that, right? Then we have E major. We add the E major here. There. And then we had the F sharp, right? Minor. We had F sharp minor here too, right? Arpeggiated there. Arpeggiated there, and then we had the G sharp minor 7 flat 5 here, or here. And then we had A major, back to the 1. So now we summed up the key of A major pretty well. We went over first the notes of the scale itself, then we went over the chords that apply to each of those notes, right? And the intervals that determine how those notes are played out: whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step is the major formula. So between the first and the second is a whole step, second and third is a whole step, third and fourth has a half step, fourth and fifth have a whole step, fifth and sixth have a whole step, sixth and seventh have a whole step in between them, and then 7 to the octave is the half step. So we determined all that. We did it in A major, once again, entirely, and then we just went through the individual chords and arpeggiated them in a couple of positions, at least for now. So that would just about wrap up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going to B flat or A sharp, however you want to look at it. Most likely I'm going to call it B flat because the key of A sharp is very odd. We'll explain a little bit of that later. But again, just, don't think of guitar, like some insurmountable task, okay? Rome was not built in a day. People that climb like Everest and mountains, they got to do it in one step at a time. They got to go to different plateaus, hang out, relax, and then stay there for a while and then go to the next one. That's how the guitar is. It's like climbing a mountain, okay? And that mountain just pretty much is limitless. So I've been playing myself 36 years, 37 probably. I've been playing a long time. It started when I was like 10 years old. And I'm like I'm gonna be 50 in a couple of years, 3 years, you know. So it doesn't end, you know. There's always something to pick up on. And, you know, what I've at least figured out on my path is that, and we'll end with this, is that the more you know about music, okay? The more you know about music, the more you understand how much you don't know about music. It's an enigma. The more you know, the more you understand what things you do not know. So there is no all-knowing guitar player or all-knowing musician. Even the most amazing guys, we're all limited. They're all human beings. Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, whatever. Handel, they're just human beings. They just studied and they caught on, you know, and they kept going. And they kept climbing that mountain and pushing their own selves to their utmost limitations, both skill-wise and compositional, technical. There's so many aspects to music as well. But just don't get intimidated. It's just muscle memory. Piece of cake, right? You guys take care. Next time I see you, we're going to be in the key of B flat. How about that?